Good morning, everyone. And today it's my honor to be a part of VIII conference. And today is my chance to share with you about our study, prevalence of unruptured intracranial aneurysm, an analysis based on brain examination by MRI with Tesla. So, and why should we be concerned about this? Because the mortality rate due to subarachnoid hemorrhage due to rupture aneurysm was highest in Ocean and followed by Central and Southeast Asia. And the number is around 35%. So we want to answer three questions. At first, how many percentage of the intracranial aneurysm, detection rate, and describing about imaging feature, and which are the risk factor of prevalence of intracranial aneurysm. And what did we do in this project? This is a brain examination using 3 Tesla MR-angiography was scanned in 2,962 patients from 18 years old and over in the single center in the south of Vietnam from March 2021 to June 2023. And we used the specific protocol with a slide thickness just 0.4 millimeter for the top 3D sequence, 214 millimeter is the minimum slide thickness that MRI can do. And so we have the exclusion criteria with a protrusion with a maximum diameter under 1.5 millimeter for circular aneurysm type and only imaging in cases of suspected aneurysm. So the case in a confirmed diagnosis with aneurysm were analyzed in a group for detection rate following sex, age range, and describe about imaging feature, shape, size, location, single or multiple, and FACES score was investigated also. And we want to know about the relationship between aneurysm occurrences and risk factor. And so what did we find? 276 aneurysms were confirmed in 237 patients. The detection rate about 8%. And when we analyze the cutoff for the size from 2 millimeter and over, the detection rate 6.5%. This is higher than many literature and publication before. And aneurysm incident trending upward with the increasing age. The detection rate for women were higher than for men, with the ratio was 1.6 per 1. So we also found the highest detection rate was 33% in the people in their 50s. And multiple aneurysm in this project is lower than other, it's just 14%. In many literature, it's about 30% for multiple aneurysm. And that is, we show some significant case. The first case was for aneurysm in ICR, and the second case, you can see this is 5 aneurysm from ACR and ACOM. So following the aneurysm site, the internal carotid artery was the most common aneurysm location with the 85%. In that, the C6 and C7 segment following molecular classification in the highest rate with the 65%, and we focused on ACOM. This is about at around 4% because of most of rupture in aneurysm case in ACOM. And regarding size, most of case under 5 millimeter, and you see 2 and 2 to 1.9 millimeter were the most common breast size. In our case, the largest aneurysm we had this with the diameter about 40 millimeter. That is so big. And it's just 4 cases with the fusiform aneurysm is extremely louder than another publication for the Asia. This is the critical result in our project because that's the FACES score. And in this, the FACES score understood is just 83%. That means FACES score is the 5 years risk of rupture. And in that case, most of case, 83% is 0.4% rupture in the next 5 years. But we also have some case with the high score. With the case with the FACES score is 9, the rupture risk of rupture about 4%, and 1 case with the FACES score is 12, and the risk of rupture is about 17%. And after analyzing, we found the familiar history of unruptured intracranial aneurysm, older age, and female sex was associated with the increasing risk of aneurysm occurrence. And in this project, we want to show about the initial number for all of us about the detection rate of the aneurysm in the Vietnamese people, but it is initial number for the long project because we had the plan for the first. We want to connect with many centers in the south of Vietnam, in the middle, and in the north to expand the sample to 20,000 or 30,000 patients to find the exact the percentage of aneurysm. And we also have another study about follow up the aneurysm. We will cut up in 1 year, 3 year, and 5 year. After that, how many percent will increasing size, how many percent rupture. This is my plan, our plan in the hospital for this project. And thank you for your attention.